Hey guys, it's I'm Just a Fan, and it's your host Ben. And today we're going to be talking about the Arsenal win against Wolves, and we'll just get right into it. So huge win today for the Gunners. They finished the game 2-0, and I'll be transparent. I didn't really get to see much of the second half. I had to stop watching pretty much about 40-ish minutes into the first half. I had to take care of some stuff on my own, but I made sure to. I tried to watch the second half back because I recorded it, but my, whatever had recorded the game, I guess just messed up, and I don't know. I can't watch the second half. Regardless, I just watched the highlights, and let's just get right into it. From what I saw, specifically from the first half, I thought we looked pretty good. At times, I felt like we were a little sloppy with the attack, but the chances were there, and that's really all I wanted to see. But eventually things, they did start to get going. I thought Havertz played really well, and I was going to say great corner from Saka to get him that ball and eventually get him that header. Love seeing him score. I have him on my fantasy team as well, so I really needed that today, and that was huge. I'm just glad he's continuing his ways from last year, and I love seeing that the corners are still a threat in this, if you want to call it offense, even though it's really part of the set pieces. But I just thought it was great seeing that. I thought Odegaard played really well. Overall, I thought most of the starting lineup played really well. I also liked seeing Martinelli. He was definitely a bigger threat on the wing. My only gripe with him was at times I felt like he would get in the box but just could not finish. That was a tad annoying just because, again, I want to see him finish those chances. I know he's really used as more of a playmaker, kind of, get it down the wing and then kind of get the ball into, Jesus, I guess, Havertz, depends on whoever's there. But, I would have liked to see a little bit more of a clinical finish, but I thought he was at least a threat today. At times I felt like Saliba, he was okay today, and I feel like it was him or Gabriel had a little slip up in that first half, but then things cleared out. I gotta say, credit to Wolves for a great attack. I'm not saying it was the greatest thing ever, but there were times where I definitely felt nervous as a Arsenal fan just because Wolves were creating chances. So I gotta give credit to them. But then from what I saw out of the second half, not that there was much that I saw, but it looks like, again, we were just knocking on the door a lot, but again, couldn't finish chances. I liked, again, seeing Odegaard get some. Partey had almost had a goal. Kai had some good chances. Thought that was overall very good to see. I do got to say, the things that I saw that were memorable in the second half from what I remember was, of course, Bukayo's goal, which was fucking insane. Typical Bukayo. Gets in the box, kind of, lines it up, and he just hits that shit. Looked like the goal he hit, I forget who it was against, but in the Euros this year where he saved them. And it also was very reminiscent to the goal last year against Newcastle and the goal against Manchester United 2 years ago. So, yeah, just classic Bukayo, but that's why I got his jersey. I mean, this guy, in my opinion, is the best player on the team, and that's what I love to see. Again, I saw some highlights of Martinelli being a threat, but just couldn't fully finish. But again, I'm just glad that he's at least a threat level, because I just felt like he wasn't very good last year when used in the role that Arteta was using him. And the only other little gripe I had personally was, again, take it all with a grain of salt, I didn't really watch the second half, but I saw that Saliba had this kind of shitty pass where he passed back to Wolves and it could have been a goal. Don't want to see that, but again, this guy was just doing Euros all summer where he was fucking boxing everyone. So I'm hoping he eventually, kind of regains that main play of style that he always has, and that, I guess, that level of play. I hope he eventually gets back into that. But again, it's week one. I'm not going to bitch too much. But yeah, great win. And I also want to say credit to David Raya. I thought he made a ton of big saves today. People aren't really going to talk about it, but in my opinion, he was making saves left and right from what I saw in that second half of the highlights. And yeah, he definitely was helping us out a little bit in that first half as well. So yeah, overall great win for the Gunners. I'm very excited. I want to just make sure, who are they going to play next week? Well, fuck. That's all I can say. Next game is versus Aston Villa at Villa. I'm assuming all Arsenal fans have the same feeling towards Villa. Don't hate the club, but we got to get our get back for last year, specifically last spring at the Emirates. So looking forward to that. I should be able to watch that game, I think. There's a chance I might not be able to see all of it, but I should most likely be able to see some. So I'll get that video out when I get it out. Also, be ready for tomorrow. Potentially, I will be making a City-Chelsea video, just recapping that game if it's worth being recapped. I'm going to go watch the rest of this West Ham Villa game. And yeah, just get ready for a recap of the Prem in general, just kind of going through the scores and looking at all that stuff once that happens after. I don't know if anyone plays Monday, but it will be latest Monday or Tuesday when I'll try to get that out. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you like sports content, subscribe. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will see you guys soon. Peace, guys.